Vehicles come in all shapes and sizes. 2 wheels, 3 wheels, big ones, long ones, small ones, and fast ones. And then you get the quirky ones, usually built by an inventive man in a shed. A good example is this 90-mile-an-hour sofa created by the nicest and one of the tallest blokes you'll ever meet, Ed China. And despite what you might expect, this drivable sofa is fully road legal. But if there's one thing that's missing, it's a roof. Thankfully though, Ed isn't the only inventive bloke with a shed and a weird idea, because there's a man called Kevin Nix who made a shed his weird idea.
Everybody say hello to the world's fastest shed.
Drop the...
Right, so this is Kevin, the fastest sheds inventor. Kevin, great to meet you.
Yeah, good to meet you. Good to meet you.
First of all, Kevin, why?
I bought the car inside it, B5 4-motion Passat. I bought it for the front end because I've got a V6 diesel and I hit a deer. Cheapest way to repair it is buy the complete car. And then it sat on my drive without a front end for nearly a year. A friend of mine was building a couple of hot rods and I had car build envy. I'd come up with the idea and I built it. When I bought £600 worth of steel, started welding. Originally, the car was a 2.8 V6. I was trying to get it over 100 miles an hour. The best I ever did was 99.766, by which time I'd added nitrous to it. Because the engine was never really right for it, I ummed and ahed what to put in it. So last year, I was running the 2.7 twin turbo, the Audi RS4 engine, the early one, the B5 one, and I had a year of constant problems. So in the end, I'd had enough and I took it out and I put in B7 Audi RS4 4.2 V8. It's stage 2. It's 455 brake horsepower on the dyno, but the difficulty was putting the running gear out of a vehicle that was 2 generations newer. I had to figure it all out myself.
Let's have a look at more of the details. So, wing mirrors come from which car?
Can I say it quietly?
You can say it quietly.
Land Rover.
A Land Rover. Indicators from a
Land Rover.
Land Rover. And the headlights from?
Jaguar XJS.
Very nice. So, a very British design. Oh, what are these?
That's to do with aerodynamics. Those pipes, they go right the way through. They come out at the back, which they're 4-inch here, 3-inch at the tail end to give it a bit of venturi, and that's to try and put some air into the vacuum that's behind it.
Let's have a look at the interior, shall we? I have no idea how to get in.
I made all of these.
Wow.
Almost everything you can see is the original Passat. The original seats. People say I'm sat a long way back. Everything's where it always was. I haven't moved anything. The floor pan is still underneath it. It's just an optical illusion.
You're right, that really is, because I thought that you'd pushed it back about 2 feet.
To fit the gearbox in the transmission tunnel was a challenge. This B7 gearbox is bigger, stronger. The hubs, the front ones are the original Passat. The back ones are off of an Audi A6. There's one other thing that it does.
That's right, not only does the shed have a V8, it's also got inboard hydraulic suspension. Right then, enough talk, let's go experience the world's fastest shed on the open road.
First ride in the world's fastest shed. And it looks like it's just really easy to drive as well. Tell me a little bit about the records that you have with the shed.
It was probably 70 miles an hour to start off with, and it slowly went up into increments. The best I ever did top speed was 112.68. I've got a smaller version, a racing shed, which is a replica of this, smaller, lightweight, not for road use, which is bike engined. It's geared for about 140.
Bloody hell! Jesus Christ!
So when I said it gets up and moves,
Oh,
what do
you
you
weren't
reckon of that?
lying. Christ! Have you done quarter mile in this?
Yes, I've just done it. 14.65 at 95 miles an hour. For an RS engine, I can go down to 20 miles an hour in 6th gear and still pull away.
What's it like to live with? Do you drive it for pleasure?
Yes, take my daughter to school in it, we go shopping. It's just over 2 metres wide, which is why I had to put the little marker lights on it. When you drive it along little roads at night, people think there's a huge vehicle coming and they get over.
Bloody hell! Christ on a bike.
When you first see it, well, it's just a shed, you know, what is it? Why?
Yeah.
You would never, ever in a million years expect there to be an RS4 V8 in there. When I go to events, I try and spend time with it, talking to the people.
So there you go, straight from the horse's mouth. If ever you see Kevin out at an event or wherever he may be, make sure you go and chat to him, because he's a very interesting man. He's got a lot to say about this. Not only will he make your day by showing you this, but you'll make his day by showing interest. Right, so Kevin has taken me for a drive around Stratford. The people around here are suitably impressed, and so was I, because it is absolutely awesome. Now, apparently, it's my turn to have a drive. I'm super excited. Kevin, is that still good? Are we?
Yep.
You sure?
Yep, but I'm coming with you.
You're coming with me? All right, let's go do this.
Let's go.
Yeah! Right, Kevin, this is my first time ever driving the world's fastest shed. Right, well, first impressions from driving this, I've only done about 100 meters, are it's incredibly smooth. The pedal weights are incredible. The gearbox is so short, and it's really easy to drive.
It's not what you think it's going to be,
It's really not. No, I thought it'd be an absolute ball ache. But look at me go! It goes to prove you can daily drive the world's fastest shed, because we're driving through Stratford here, no problem whatsoever. And the thing that you were saying to me earlier as well is, it looks massive, but it's one of those deceptively big looking things on the outside, but you get inside and it just wraps around you. Hello. This is great. This has got to be in top 3 weirdest and most awesome things I've ever driven. And I've driven a lot of cool stuff. I just love all the creaking of the wood. It's so charming.
How are you? People on the road are like they used to be. Everybody around you has manners and courtesy.
And all it takes is for you to make your own car.
Yeah.
Everyone should do it. Oh, wow. Oh, that noise. Oh, that's so buttery. That's awesome. I have to shake your hand. So good.
Look at the smile.
I know. My face is starting to hurt. For me, the biggest achievement with this is the suspension. For something that weighs this much, just glides everything out.
There's a Raven hydraulics kit. You buy it as a kit, but you have to make everything because the suspension's actually in the bag. Now you did enjoy that, didn't you?
I did enjoy that very much. Well, that's awesome. Completely unexpected how that drives. It's smooth, the power is linear, it goes around corners really well, it hides its weight incredibly, and when you're driving it, it just kind of wraps itself around you. It's an engineering masterpiece, and yeah, I love it. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this episode of Living with the World's Fastest Shed. I think that we've proven that yes, it's quite easy to daily drive a motorized shed with a V8 455 horsepower. It's awesome, and thank you very much to owner Kevin for letting me drive it, something that I won't ever forget. If you want to subscribe to Car Throttle, click this link to watch more videos, the link's here, and if you want to watch even more videos of the Fastest Shed on YouTube, click on this link there. You can also check out Fastest Shed on Instagram. See you next time.